Okay, I am going to show you how to make a 3D model of your PCB that you can use in Solidworks. So what I want you to do first is go into the 3D viewer in Allegro and make sure that everything looks fine. So everything's about the right height. Crucially, the thickness of the PCB looks good. However, that there looks a little bit suspect. So first off, I want you to check, just in case, that your dielectric is the right thickness, basically your board thickness. If you're making a normal PCB in university, or you're getting any normal expense PCB manufactured professionally, you're going to have 1.6mm thick FR4. That translates roughly to 63 mils, so enter that in and everything will be fine. Regarding this specific component here, what you're going to want to do is go into Setup, Areas, and Package Height. Click the package, and you'll need to find out the package height, obviously. So in this case, it's 3.23 millimeters. So that translates to 127 mils. And you don't need to enter a minimum, that just means it'll touch the ground, which is fine. And now it should be slightly more reasonable, or it is a tall package by default. Okay, so what you want to do now is go into File, Export, and Step. First off, go into the output file name parameter and just click Save, because that will change it from what it was before to a full name with a .stp at the end of it, which you need. By default, it will not give you a file type. Step protocols AP214, output units millimeters. Everything basically as I have it, parts without step models, because otherwise none of these come with step models as default, you just have boxes. Mechanical holes are useful, and the rest of it isn't necessary unless you're doing something specific. I doubt you're going to need the vias, they just make everything huge. So export that. It will take an amount of time depending on your computer. Okay, so as you see at the bottom left, step output completed successfully. So now we need to go into SolidWorks and open a new document, or a new part. Find your display PCB step, or well, whatever it is, .step. Open it. Right, so now you have a PCB in wonderful grey, and everything has came out normally. But to make things a bit more usable, go into the board outline and change it to green. And a similar thing with the components, make them easier to see as well. Right. Now your board is ready to be used in whatever assembly that you have. All you need to do is save as and assembly, and then it will be importable. So then, as you saw, you can import it as normal. Everything lines up nicely. And you can check if you have any collisions before you make the board and before you may screw up. That's everything.